In today's lesson, we will learn how to decompose fractions and add fractions with sums of mixed numbers.
Oh, hello there, guys. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just bringing out the trash. You see, we had to get a new microwave. Chow! Because our old one was older than me, and it died. Rest in peace, old microwave. But when we got that new microwave, I had lots of trash I now have to get rid of. But clearly, if I don't break it up, I can't stick it in a trash can. So in order to get it in that trash can, I gotta break it up. As I start to break it up, my pieces become smaller, but they're still part of the same whole. So what I just did to that styrofoam is I decomposed it. And decompose means break apart, like I did with my handy dandy sledgehammer. Wanna see me decompose this gingerbread cookie? Axel loves decomposed gingerbread cookies, don't you, boy? Yummy. We can decompose a lot of things, not just materials or food, but we can decompose a lot of things in math, such as numbers and fractions. Let's say I have the fraction 6/8. How many ways can I decompose 6/8? Remember, decompose means to break apart. When we're decomposing fractions, we're looking for ways we can make smaller fractions add together to create the sum of that fraction. So I asked myself, what fractions can I add together to get 6/8? So here's a model of our fraction 6/8. Green is the color we're going to use to represent that 6/8 of our whole. So we know that every green square represents 1/8 of our whole. So one way we can decompose 6/8 is by adding each eighth individually. One way is 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8. That will give us the sum of 6/8. We can also group them. 3/8 plus 3/8 will get me 6/8. And likewise, 2/8 plus 2/8 plus 2/8 will equal 6/8. I'm sure you can think of some more. How many eighths would equal one whole? So remember, we had our 6/8 represented and then 2/8 represented by yellow to complete that whole. So if we took away those two yellow squares and added two more green squares, we'll now have 8/8 pieces filled in. That's our whole candy bar. So any number over itself is equivalent to one whole. So then what might happen if you go over one whole? Let me give you an example. Miss Jewell and Axel were eating graham cracker squares. Each graham cracker square has 4 pieces in it. Miss Jewell ate 3/4 of her graham cracker, and Axel ate 3/4 of a graham cracker. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Mom. Nom, nom, nom. How many graham crackers did Miss Jewell and Axel eat all together? So what I'm trying to figure out, if we both ate 3 out of the 4 pieces, is 3/4 plus 3/4 is going to get me how many fourths? Here's a model to represent 3/4, being the green representing the amount of pieces that Miss Jewell and Axel both ate of their graham cracker square. If I add all the pieces together that Miss Jewell and Axel ate, we ate a total of 6 pieces of graham cracker. 3/4 plus 3/4 equals 6/4. Remember, the denominator doesn't change because the amount of pieces our wholes are divided by, our graham crackers, is still 4. But what do you notice about that fraction 6/4, 6/4? I noticed that the top number, the numerator, is larger than the denominator. 6 is bigger than 4. When your numerator is larger than the denominator, you have something called an improper fraction. If something's improper, it's technically not the right way we read it. So what we're going to do to that fraction 6/4 is we're going to make it something called a mixed number. A mixed number is when we have a mix of both a whole number or integer with a fraction. So in my fraction, my improper fraction 6/4, how many pieces would be needed to make one whole out of that? Well, one whole graham cracker is 4 pieces, right? So 4. So 4/4 is equivalent to one whole. And how many pieces do we have left over? Well, 4/4 plus how many fourths is going to get me 6/4? 4/4 plus 2/4 is going to get me 6/4. So we have 2/4 of our second set of graham crackers eaten.
So now let's combine those together. 1 whole plus 2/4 equals 1 2/4. Also 1 1/2. Because remember, 2/4 is an equivalent fraction to 1/2. 1 2/4 and 6/4 are equivalent fractions. 1 2/4 is that mixed number, and 6/4 is an improper fraction, but both represented the amount of graham crackers myself and Axel ate.
Let's eat up, boy.
Woo! And that's all for Math with Miss Jewell today. I'm gonna enjoy my snack with Axel.